Mirror, it looks
Cody Garbrandt
Are
mirror
y'all
match is
using
good.
my
Oh look,
stream
we've
or
got
his stream?
just let me just turn that down. We got the fighters' voices in here, guys. If you are fighting tonight, just make sure you turn off your mics once the stream's up, so we don't hear. I mean, you can talk to each other beforehand, but once the streams go, everyone's gonna hear it. So we want to keep the volume down. But yeah, Cody Garbrandt mirror match. That left hook coming out all night. Some good head movement, which we'll see. Some boxing here tonight as well. And we know this one's got to be straight fire. This is a great matchup here as well. Your mother's champ, OvO, two great fighters by themselves. I mean, what do you think, D-Mart?
Yeah, Bruce Lee Rob told me before the show that your mother's champ is an all-around good fighter and he's top 100. So I'd like to see that. I don't have a lot of information on OvO-6God96, so we'll get to see. And here we go, Balian. 3-round fight. Cody Garbrandt mirror.
Here we go, and the touch coming out here. Slight bad stream quality here, guys, but we should still see the fight. Maybe it will clear up a little bit. We do apologize for that. We do have in the red gloves your mother's champ, and in the blue gloves there is OvO. Okay, both fighters just finish each other out. Beautiful 1-2. Outside leg kick comes out, and again firing off them quick 1-2s to the body here.
Yeah, right off the bat, and the quality a bit low right here, especially for the third final fight of the night. We really got to get that figured out. So if the next two fights could be on a high res, that'd get me really pumped up, Balian. But here we go. It looks like jab leg kicks to start it off.
Yeah, jab leg kicks, great technique. Cody just full arsenal of attacks. Everything's going to come out crisp, clean, and fast. Beautiful job ducking off to the right-hand side here, getting the outside of that jab. Good read by OvO. He knows he's got the duck, and we should see that here from your mothers as well, because that is the side you want to slip here. And both players are slipping at the exact same time. There's a duck uppercut into the lead left hook, which is what you want to land with Cody, really. That lead left hook so powerful, so fast, and there's that jab into that leg kick again. Just basic technique, basic striking, but both players landing what they want to land here. And the forward pressure from your mothers just slowly starting to work. OvO back outside that line, but all of this fight so far taking place within that octagon. Black lines inside the octagon, D.
Yeah, this is what I like to call phone booth MMA.
Ooh.
Oh, a big shot, Balian, a big shot, and he backs him up against the cage here. And yeah, you fight in that phone booth, and you got to watch out for those uppercuts.
Yeah, and they just lands a beautiful one there and follows up with a triple, almost quadruple jab there, trying to lower that block and then land a big strike here. But block breaking doesn't work exactly the same now after the patch, but great job there. We saw OvO on the back foot having to eat that pressure from your mother, but knows what you got to do and just lands that strike. I mean, if you can time your slips now and land your big shots, it doesn't matter how many shots you eat before that this round. The post patch, it's all about landing what you need to land, making the reads and landing your big shots. Doesn't matter if you eat 3, 4, 5, or 6 before it. If you get your one big shot in, then you know you're going to take away the win.
Yeah, and right here you see these fighters just, you know, pacing each other out, looking for a slip counter there, a slip straight, it looked like, just missed. And they're just going back and forth, just looking for that one shot, get that rock, and to put the pressure on.
Yeah, we got one rock for OvO coming out here, but your mother's not dealing too much with the stamina drain. But if he does keep hitting that high block, he will lose his stamina a little bit faster than he expected, especially because block factor, you know, block health shouldn't come into it unless we do end up on the ground, which I don't think we will here. But I'd like to see someone maybe utilize that inside leg kick overhand. Might be too high of a level to land it, but it's always a nice little combo to throw in there. Only outside leg kicks coming out. Here we go, OvO just starting to find his timing, landing the 1-2 to the body and just get a little bit of pressure and start to push your mothers outside of that circle here. But both fighters, you can tell they're in flow mode. They're taking their time. There's the jab, leg kick again, just really trying to land what they can land here. And just look for the setups, the combos, the openings. It's hard when you're mirror matching. There's a 1-2 into the lead hook again there. Oh, beautiful job. He's slipping to the right side there, D.
Yeah, definitely no grappling exchanges here early on. Each fighter looking to connect on their 1-2 power shots. Another leg kick there. Great first round so far. Can't really tell who won the round, maybe just from that rock, but other than that, great first round.
Yeah, great first rounds. We'll bring it to a close here. Both trading jabs towards the end. I gotta say, just this is an even matchup. You know, both strikers, they seem to be almost the same. They're both looking for the same technique. Several times we've seen them there. They both threw the jab. They're both slipping through the same uppercut. So you can tell they both got the similar style here, which makes for a good matchup. But here we go, round 2 in the red gloves. Your mother's champ in the blue gloves. OvO-God coming up here, and he catches the kick for the straight punch here, D.
Yeah, right off the bat, it gets it going. Right off the get-go, and another one. Here he comes, attacking.
Oh, beautiful.
He's got to break that block, but he's got to worry. His stamina's looking fine here, so he can keep the pressure up, but he's got to watch out for that. It's beautiful right now. People going back and forth here in the second round.
Yeah, OvO turning it up and letting him know that I am here and I'm looking to finish. I'm not just going to trade these shots with you. And he got 2 big rocks off here after that kick catch, which is a dangerous thing to throw. This high level, throwing them roundhouses to the body, especially when a fight is being contested this close. You need distance to line that shot up. And, you know, he threw it in there. And pay the price. Let's see if he goes for it again. Your Mother's Champ looking to work the legs. There's the duck into the lead hook here, and OvO looks like he's setting something up, slightly hesitating. Needs to get back to the outside slip. The outside slip that was working so well for him with that forward pressure. He's taking that forward pressure all day. If he gets, there's the slip, but he throws the hand just slightly missed, trying to read the jab here, but Your Mother's Champ now working the body, jabbing underneath. There's the leg kick again. Good job here by Your Mother's Champ, now finding his timing.
Yeah, beautiful round so far. A lot of pressure there from OvO. Look for him to land that same shot there, that duck uppercut. He likes to come in, sway, bang. Every time. Duck uppercut, sway, bang. Keep an eye out for that.
It's an effective technique for sure, but I'd like to see OvO go back to that slip to the outside of that jab, and then he can go straight to that combo like you mentioned. But right now, he's looks to be overthinking a little bit, trying to land that 1-2 on the outside. Your Mother's really starting to work that lead leg. They have the southpaw switch already there, D.
Yeah, you can tell the damage is adding up on the head as well. He's just slowly picking them apart. Another nice combo there. And another nice lead leg kick. But you got if you're going to throw those leg kicks, you got to watch out for that uppercut.
Yeah, Your Mother's really just noticing they're getting the rock early this round and changing up the tempo, just changing up the pace and the rhythm of this fight. 2 more hooks coming outside here. And OvO needs to do something here, needs to make a read, needs to watch out, because the good thing that Your Mother's Champ's doing here is he's changing up his initiation of attacks. He led with that jab, and then we just saw him lead with the lead hook, and then he'll lead to the body, he'll lead with the jab and go to the uppercut. There's a jab to the body, so he's really mixing up the initiation, which is giving OvO problems, and he's going to be finding it hard to slip. There he goes. He slips, he lands here. Not to the same side, but there was no follow-up punch, and there's a ducking uppercut. The lead uppercut lands. The roundhouse just blocks up Pierce, trying to work down the high block. Stamina's down a little bit, but OvO unable to get a drop there.
Yeah, I like the great job here by I believe, yeah, Your Mother's Champ. He does a good job when he gets rocked. He steps back, he assesses the situation, and he comes back and pours on the pressure. He doesn't look scared after he takes a rock. I like it.
Yeah.
Failing. You might have to be careful, though. Look at that. He got out of the way again. Absolutely crazy action here, but he's got to be careful. Those headshots are adding up for him as well.
Yeah, great job, man. OvO's 4th rock almost this round. I think that's 3 rocks, and even though Your Mother's Champ has been dictating the pace, OvO's starting to find his timing, starting to land them shots he's looking for, and he's landing big and hard when he needs to because he's slipping and ripping. And Your Mother's Champ, although he's mixing up those combos and landing what he needs to land, you know, he's not really getting them rocks off, which is not going to win him this round. We've got 10 seconds left here, D.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know how to score the one. They're going back and forth, back and forth. I mean, they're getting the leg damage, the head damage. This is going to be a big round. Someone's got to take advantage of these rocks, though. I'd like to see maybe even if they can't break the block, get a takedown, and completely take the round over.
Here we go, 3rd and final round here. This is the 6th fight of the night. Your Mother's Champ taking on OvO here. Blue gloves for OvO, red gloves for Your Mother's Champ. And let's see who can take this away. I got OvO up 2 rounds here, but it's a tough fight to score. There's been a lot of rock. There it is. Ducking uppercut into the lead hook.
Another rock just right off the bat. 20 seconds in. He's got to be careful of his head.
Yeah, and I would expect to see more of a stamina difference here, but I suppose the health and the endurance let him recover a little bit here. But oh, there he goes, just flipping that 1-2, and he slept off to the right-hand side, which is where you want to go here, especially when that straight comes out.
Yeah, and this is, you know, they're not really... They don't want to go into a grappling exchange at all or change up their style. They just kind of want to do the same thing. I would be a little bit careful if I was Your Mother's Champ, especially noticing you're just going to get rocked off a 1-2 combo or a hook uppercut even. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, the longer the fight goes, the more damage you take, the easier you will get rocked, and eventually he's going to get dropped, and if he's not careful, finished. He needs to make a read. If he knows the uppercut is coming with the hook, then start slipping. That's the problem. That's the problem.
He's got to watch out. He's got to watch out.
Here it comes again.
He's got to watch out.
The triple blacks. Jobs coming out here. Let's see what finish. There's the head kick. He's got the stamina. I'd like to see him try and duck under that because he knows he's finished with that head kick at least 3 times now, but I don't know if he'll get another chance to rock. But there he goes. Good job slipping. And lands the right hand over the top. But there's the lead hook coming off, getting that rock. That switch up to southpaw's done a lot of good for him. Here comes the head kick. Make sure you duck it this time, Your Mother's Champ. I don't know if they're dealing with this lag or if we're just watching it happen now. Again, apologizes for the quality here, guys. It is on the streaming's end. There's not much we can do about it. We try and get the best streams possible when we bring you these fights. 99% of the time they're good, but unfortunately not right now, as we have 2 fights left on the evening. Here we go, halfway through this 3rd and final round here. OvO taking over the show here, D.
Yeah, OvO is picking his shots wisely, breaking that block down, and you can see he is just taking over this fight. If he gets another rock here, I expect him to get the knockdown and go for the finish. That's been about 5 or maybe 7 rocks in this fight total.
We're seeing way too many jabs coming out from your mother's champ now. He is just throwing those jabs, and we are seeing those slips coming out from OvO. Good job with the duck. He throws that body kick again, which he got caught. Really not many body kicks coming out, and he's just ducking. Look at the speed, the timing. Just intercepting with that jab. Jab straight, jab uppercut, just whatever he wants. OvO is on top of it. Your mother's champ's got to do something big here. The problem is that your mother's champ, OvO is mixing up between that rear left uppercut and that lead hook, but he's leading with his jab. So if you slip to the right to get out of that jab, you know, when you come back to the middle, you're going to get hit by that uppercut. So he's just got to make his mind up where he wants to slip it. If he can duck under, oh, close there. Now he's backed up with low stamina. I don't know, 1 minute left.
Another mistake there by Mother. I mean, he just went for the takedown too late there. He's getting the head damage done. I would have liked to see him take this change of the fight earlier on in the second round.
Yeah, no grappling, no clinching, nothing coming out here. Obviously, both fighters thinking they can win on the stand-up. Your mother's champ, to be fair, has been landing a lot of strikes, but just didn't get a single rock off. And, you know, OvO, 50 seconds left. If he can bring this home, he's got this win. That jab is coming out so clean and so fast, and he's just reading your mother's champ strike. Oh, there's that ducking uppercut again from that jab. Mother's champ just throwing one too many of those jabs, and now OvO is going in for the kill. The stamina staying up high. There's the 1-2 coming out here, just firing it straight down the middle. Your mother's champ's trying to get the duck, but eats another uppercut. Must be the 5th or 6th one he's landed. There's the knockdown.
He can't take anymore.
And
he
that
can't
is the
take
ground
anymore.
and
That's it. 17 seconds left on the clock. Get him off him. Look at the new animation. Get him off him. Get him off him.
I'd like to see some physics, you know, like some NFL style physics. We just tackling the fire. They ragdoll to the floor, but great performance there by OvO, and he did eat a couple of shots early on, and in those exchanges he was taking some shots in the second round, especially sort of for the first half of the second round, and in the first it was fairly even, but it didn't matter. He knew what he had to do, and you know, that ducking uppercut, lead hook, I mean, that's all you need. If you can land that and your opponent can't stop it, then there's no reason to change it up.